Hi, you guys. Okay, Snowfall season 5, episode 8, celebration. Lori has accomplished her goal. She finally gets to meet up with Reed. She got in contact with Reed through Gustavo. She tells Reed, look, I want to buy directly from you. When Franklin was down all those months, we did business and it ran smoothly. Reed asks her, well, do Franklin know? Of course he doesn't know. Lori tells him, look, I was going to buy from the Colombians. And then Reed was like, well, you saying it's better to work with the devil you already know. Teddy said, okay, cool, I got you. Now back at the bar, Jerome comes in and he's feeling good. He said he hasn't lost his temper in 3 weeks. He been woosine. He ain't have a drink in 3 days. Both Louis and Jerome is excited about planning their wedding. And they're just excited about that. To add to the excitement, she brings up that she met up with Reed and it's a go. They will now be working directly with Reed. Jerome says, shit, give me that drink. He tells Louis, like, look, I like to think that this is about business and everything, and I got your back, but I will not be going to war with my family. Lloyd, she is just trying to finesse the situation, saying, oh, no, it's not going to be like that. And you knew that I was already going to meet up with him. And I'm going to tell Franklin, I'm going to tell him right after the wedding. So Jerome was like, okay, but you tell him. Lloyd is moving real snakish. I don't like any of this. I understand that she don't want trouble. She just want to do her business and do what she got to do, go home, be safe. But Franklin, a lot of things that happened to Franklin did not provoke a lot of things that happened to him. Yes, the situation with Scully, I think that was the only stupid ass decision that Franklin made that backfired on him. But besides that, it was a lot of people just coming at him because he was the man. Lloyd, just like Franklin, they are control freaks. She tells Jerome, this is the only way we're going to control our future. You already have a future ahead of you, just being in the position that you have. You have millions of dollars. You have businesses. You are doing your thing. What more does she want? She is greedy. She is an opportunist, and she's going to jump at every opportunity that benefits Louis. Sissy, she meets up with the Cuban intelligent guy, Ruben, and Ruben tells her, look, if you don't let us into Franklin, we can't get who we need, the big fish. So it's nothing that I can do. And he goes to walk off, and Sissy stops him, and she tells him, look, my brother is getting married. It's going to be a lot of business associates there, everybody, and you may find something there. And I just felt like this was so stupid of Sissy. And oh my goodness, if Elton was I thought Elton was the last dummy. Sissy, I do not like this at all. Veronique, she goes to visit Kane. She tells Kane, my name is Veronique Tucker, I think it was. I am Franklin's girlfriend, and I am pregnant. And I need to know if I'm safe. I was at the lunch when you came and shot up the spot. I need to know if I need to go visit my mother back east. Kane said, Franklin didn't tell you that, we squashed that. And Veronique said, yeah, he did, but I need to hear it from you. Kane tells her, well, as of right now, you don't have to worry about anything from me. I think I trust Kane about that. I really do. I don't understand the morality of it. Like, how can money be a peacemaker of killing your brother? I don't understand it. I mean, nah. Okay, it's wedding day, and Louis, she looks so beautiful. Jerome, he looks dapper over there. The ceremony is going on, and Scully is there. First of all, why is Scully even there? I don't give a fuck. Scully should just be for business only. Anyway, the coordinator girl, I think she is. She's over there. She says she's getting this chocolate fountain ready, and she's going to dip some strawberries and then give them out to the guests after the service was over. So Scully said, everybody? She said, He done spiked the damn chocolate when she went away to get him some water. The ceremony is over, and Jerome and Louis is mad now. Everyone is in attendance, looking 80s fly. Everyone except for Veronique. Girl, what the fuck? I don't even think that Veronique is an ugly woman. These wigs she be wearing is effed up. It's a no, never should happen. And I get that Veronique style may not be, the fly around the way girl style, but they can do way better with her wardrobe. She's drowning in this dress. I just do not like her style at all. It's now cocktail hour, and also everyone is taking pictures. So you have the wedding photography. They're doing their thing, taking pictures. And not only that, it's the intelligence agency people. They're in their van taking pictures of everybody. Gustavo, Avi, Franklin, Jerome, Louis. Everybody getting their picture taken up in there. Ruben is there as a server, and he's going around passing out champagne. He gets over there to Sissy, and Sissy is like shocked that he's even there. I mean, Sissy, you gave him the address. You told him what's up. Ruben offers Franklin some champagne, and Franklin said, no, I don't drink. So Pastel, that's her name, the coordinator, she's like, so since because she's going around passing out the strawberries, and she's like, well, since you don't drink, you should just take the whole plate of strawberries, which is three strawberries on the plate. So Franklin, he's taking the strawberries and he's tearing into them strawberries. Veronique comes over to Franklin and tells him that she's saying her goodbyes because she's not feeling well and she's ready to go home. Franklin asks, can he come over to her house later on? And she's like, no, not yet. She's like, this won't be forever. It's just for right now. He's like, yeah, I understand. But Franklin feels a way about it. And my thing is, Veronique, what are you afraid of? I understand that what happened shook her up, and she should think about her safety and protection. And as a woman, we do want to feel protected. But what is it going to take for Veronique to feel protected with Franklin? Because Franklin, he went and got new security. He said that he will move. Veronique, you want to go speak to Kane personally. What more do you want? She's getting on my damn nerves. Franklin has finished all three chocolate-covered strawberries, so now he is feeling the effects. Wanda comes up to him. Franklin is like, hey, Wanda, how you doing? Veronique and Mom told me how good you're doing in collections. I'm proud of you. Do you want a manager position? And Wanda is like, she's floored. She is so happy. This is what she wanted. She wanted to be legit and doing something meaningful with her life. He picks Wanda up, hugs her, spin her around. She's like, okay, thank you. She's ecstatic. Wanda looks beautiful. Like she really did a 360 back to herself. Her hair is nice. She's dressed nice. Just beautiful. Dinner is now being served, and Franklin said he's going to get him something to eat. He goes down, he finds Sissy, and he is really feeling this. And we also see that Gustavo is starting to come down on him. He keep rubbing his eyes, trying to get his focus right. Franklin, he is just being so affectionate with his mother, pushing her chair in, grabbing her fork and her knife, telling her that he love her. It's just hilarious. Candy and Johnny, of course, they're there. And Franklin, he's being over friendly with them as well, pulling their chairs out. He done damn near pushed Candy into the table, trying to push her seat up to the table. Sissy said, wow, y'all came all the way down from Little Rock to the wedding. And they said, well, yeah, we work with Lloyd. We're in the import and export business. Sissy said, okay, I see that's some nice earrings y'all have on right there. And I said, yeah, well, we took a trip down to Rodeo Drive. It's pronounced Rodeo Drive. Candy and Johnny said they is living their life, their best life, okay? Johnny said, I don't think they was used to niggas like us down there. And it's just the fact that they are countrified. If you remember that season when they went down to Little Rock, that was last season. Yeah, they just country and they stick out like a sore thumb. But I have to give it to Candy. Her dress was way better than Veronique's. Candy tells her husband, well, yeah, they better get used to it. And Franklin cracked up. He was like, aha, yeah, they better get used to it loud. Sissy's looking at him like, what the fuck is going on? He is really on one. Everybody at this wedding party that had a strawberry is on one. Franklin, he's feeling it and he goes out to get step aside by himself to get some air. Franklin is sitting there like, what the fuck is going on? Just trying to get himself together. Like, here comes Scully. Scully is like, hey. And Franklin's like, hey, what's up? Scully told him, look, me and your family, we've been bonded in death. Now I'm here to help them consecrate their marriage and celebrate life. Scully goes on to tell Franklin, look, it's only after a death of an ego we can walk the higher path. Now, that definitely was a true message for Franklin, but it just, for me, it foreshadowed that, okay, Franklin is about to go on a trip. Down the rabbit hole we go. Franklin, he goes back in. He runs into Ivy. Ivy is tripping off one, so he's not making sense. Next, Franklin runs into Leon Luther King. And Leon, he's on one feeling it too. He's on some love shit. He loves everybody. He just want Louis, Jerome, him and Franklin all to come together and they just do something for their people, get their community right again. Franklin is like, what is going on right now? Leon doesn't even talk like this. Am I tripping? Franklin, he runs out to where Louis and Jerome is, and they are on one and they are just cackling. There's just a whole vibe between them two. They are just enjoying everything, and they spot Franklin and they start laughing like, what is he running away from? Louis said, I don't know, but he all right. And they high, laughing, enjoying themselves. And Franklin, he's getting paranoid. He's like, what the fuck? He sees them laughing and he goes inside the house. Franklin tries to get himself together, splashing water on his face. And all of a sudden, Rob makes a visit. So Rob is like, my father always told me what goes around comes around. It's only so much fucking you can do before you get fucked. Franklin, he's freaking out, trying to get away. And he's like, I had to do it. You was on the pipe. Rob says, so you had to kill me? I wouldn't have gave you up. It's not like you couldn't trust me. It's that you couldn't control me. So you killed me, just like you killed your father. He's dead because of you. Franklin says to him, killing you hurt it. And Rob said, no, it didn't, but this will. And he pulls out a gun and he shoots Franklin in the chest. Sissy, she thinks she sees Alton. A guy was walking and she thinks that's Alton from the back. And she's so smiling, so big and bright, darting towards the man. And Jerome grabs her. Now, they're both high, hugging and laughing. And Sissy asks Jerome if he drugged everyone with LSD. And Jerome looks around like, huh? Then as he's looking around, seeing everybody tripping the fuck out, Gustavo done rolled down the hill at one point. Just stopped, dropped, and rolled. I mean, people is just on one. So Jerome is like, oh shit, and he's waving his hand in his face. So I guess he's saying double or triple. Jerome said, niggas gonna lose they shit. So when he said that, Sissy said, Franklin. So she runs to find Franklin in a corner. Franklin think that Rob shot him and he's thinking he's dead. Sissy tells Franklin, no, you've been dosed. Which just makes Franklin freak out even more, and she gets him to remain calm because if he's freaking out, he's going to get higher. Just remain calm, let it ride out. Sissy gets Franklin to relax a bit, and Franklin asks her, Mom, what's wrong? He's high. And Sissy said, well, today, since I got one up in me, I'm going to tell you some truth. She said, my son put white people above his father. Money before God. You're selfish, and that's not what we taught you. Franklin snaps, don't give me that tongue. Franklin will always run from the truth. He will always seek validation from people that he controls. And that's how he convinced himself that he's doing the right thing. Even though he's wrong as two left shoes, i.e. killing Rob. Alton is missing because of him. Yeah, he had his reasons and everything, but some things is just, you shouldn't let your money come in between your morals. After Franklin snapped at Sissy, she takes off running. Franklin did the noodle legs all the way to the bathroom. He, again, high. Knock, knock. It's Veronique, and she's very pregnant. She tells Franklin that he can't keep fighting this energy. He has to surrender to it. Franklin said he don't want to talk about bad things. And Veronique said, oh, like our baby that was almost killed. And Franklin freaks out. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Veronique explains to him, these are the things that's inside your mind that brought us to this very moment. Don't let yourself push the voices out. And Franklin said, the voices that tells me that I'm going to lose you and a baby. Veronique gives Franklin some harsh realities. You can't be a family man and a gangster. You can't be a killer and an honest businessman. She goes on to tell him, you're going to have to rid us all because that's the only way we're going to be able to survive you. Is to portray you. Well, that's kind of true. If Franklin can't control you, he'll dispose of you. I don't know. I'm thinking Veronique isn't, about anything sneaky or underhanded. What I think is that she played another sissy role in Franklin's life. She's constantly trying to get him to go to the straight and narrow path. And we see, even in his delusions, that he don't give all that lip to Veronique like he do Sissy. He done found him a little girl and he's all sprung over her, and she could say the same exact thing Sissy say and he takes it a whole nother way. Or he don't blow up on Veronique like he do Sissy. Moving on. Have y'all noticed that Ruben and Ivy know one another? Ruben, he was doing his job passing out champagne, and he runs into Ivy and he asks Ivy, how do you know these people, Mr. Drexler? But y'all know how Ivy is. He gets around. I'm quite sure Ivy is familiar with these intelligent agencies all across the world. But Ivy says to Ruben, is it because I'm white? And he says, actually, I'm an advisor to the groom's nephew. And he was about to say he's brilliant. He was about to go on. And Sissy runs up on Ruben and demands that Ruben leaves, knocking over the champagne and everything. But I'm like, dang, she seemed like she was right on time. Sissy tells Ruben that she made a mistake and just leave her family alone. Ruben, he's embarrassed down to the drinks falling on the floor, so he takes off, and Leon comes over trying to see what has Sissy upset. Sissy, she's still high, about to say too much. Well, probably did say too much. It's just that Leon didn't catch on. And she said that KGB man from Cuba wants to kill Franklin, and I just killed everyone. And Leon thinks that Sissy is just talking out of her head, tripping off the LSD. Louie and her husband are high as fuck, professing their love for one another at the same damn time. Hilarious. But what I did get from that is Louie, it seems that she loves everything that Jerome has done for her. How he always came through with her, even though when she was off with Claudia. Now, I do believe Louie loved herself some Jerome, but that opportunistic side that she has, that has me wondering at some point, will she dispose of Jerome just like she did Claudia? Leon is talking with Ivy about Malcolm X and so on, those sorts of things. And Leon is more inspired these days for the liberation of his people. So Ivy gives him some jewels. He tells him, don't write something off just because a white man is coming from a white man. And he tells him, in order to have your own thoughts, you have to study everything and travel. Go to places that fought America and won. And Ivy is correct. You can't lean on your own understanding when you haven't explored the entire scope. Leon has to realize his life outside of the projects. Back to Franklin. He's still over here on one himself. And he's hiding. He's having a conversation with Reed. he tells Reed that I know that one day you're going to have to kill me, but just know that I'm going to kill you first. Okay? Franklin hallucination makes it seems like Teddy is sitting right next to him. But in reality, he really did contact Teddy and told him this in real time. Teddy gets off the phone and he's kind of like shocked or maybe spooked because he never had Franklin talk to him in this manner. So when he gets back in the car, he tells Parissa what Franklin said. So Parissa says to him, well, shit, if Franklin is at a wedding right now, just go to his home and see what's going on, see what he's up to. And now that I'm thinking about it, why would that, okay, Franklin saying, well, I'm going to kill you, make her say, well, let's just break into his house and see what's going on. Like, I didn't get that. But anyhow, that's exactly what Reed do. He breaks into Franklin home and he got all this paperwork laid out and Teddy is just flicking up, taking pictures. Teddy is out of fucking control and it's time to end him. Franklin, he still is hallucinating and he has another visitor, himself. The old saying goes, you can run from and hide from everyone else, but you can't run from yourself. Franklin is constantly avoidance coping. The things that's going on in his conscious cannot get to him. He don't see them, making him believe that he has escaped danger. And then when the things that he did catches up with him, Franklin then want to shift blame on others. And then Franklin will swear that everything is cool, calm, and collective. Yet hell is in his mind constantly. Well, himself told himself, basically, you're a failure. You're no different than Alton. Just like Alton say he helped his people, but as soon as somebody crosses him, he throws his people under the bus. And you talk about the white man when everyone have to walk around and kiss your ass. Or else, I done told y'all, when Franklin can't control you, he dispose of you. And Franklin is trying to rationalize with his conscience. No, I help people. Here's Franklin with the war within trying to rationalize with his conscience. His self-conscious said, nigga, do you listen to yourself? What about all those people? And he goes naming people, everybody that Franklin had to kill personally, to everyone that just got caught up in a crossfire. He said every one of them and everyone you plotted in between. Him, her, bodies. This whole thing is about to fall apart. The sun has now went down and everyone is still acting a damn fool. Dion and Johnny out there fist fighting, drawing blood. Wanda, she breaks it up and tell them, look, the acid got y'all fired up like this now, but in the morning y'all gonna feel that shit. The two start fighting, and then why they hug it out? I mean, I guess. I'm glad it's not, something violent. And thank God Wanda was allergic to chocolate and didn't take one of the strawberries because she would have possibly had a relapse. That's why I'm totally against drugging someone without their knowledge. Like, come on, that shit ain't cool. Anyway, Leon finds Wanda and he's all lovey-dovey picking her up. And Leon is on his sincere shit from Belly and he want to go back to Africa and he asked her to come with him. Wanda said, how you going to ask me that now? And the only thing that I can think that would have made her say that is that she wanted Leon to ask her why he was sober. But I know that she know that Leon is down for her because he done been through with her through this whole shit with her. They used to be two lovebirds before this shit, she got high and all that stuff. So I'm just rooting for these two. Franklin High has passed now and he returns to the celebration. He wants to dance with Louie. He apologized for not allowing her a partnership and it's not too late. Louie said, yes, it is too late. I have to follow my own path, Franklin. I'm sorry. Now, Louie didn't tell Franklin that she met up with Teddy, but it seems like Franklin read Louie clearly, like she got some type of connect. Maybe it's Reed. I don't like this. I don't like this. Lloyd seems like she's about to turn into a bitch, a deceitful bitch. Meanwhile, Buckley and his cop crew, they is about to roll up on Kane and his crew. Louis is going to fuck this thing up. I bet this shit is going to go left. And Reed he already told Franklin he don't need no shit. I don't know how Louis is going to fix this. She's very calculated, and maybe she can maneuver some shit to clean it up before it trickles down to Reed. But I hope that she don't need Reed, because Reed is going to be mad as shit. Do y'all think that Franklin, like Scully said, had a death of an ego? I guess we'll find out. But that's it for this episode, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.